Hey, Michelle. Hey, D. It's a double take, D. It's a double. Double, double. Double, double. Famous. Hey. Shalom. Just gonna put my cards away from earlier. I pulled so many cards earlier. Now I gotta put them away. Right? Hang on. I swear there's cards everywhere. I've not lost my marbles. I need something more than that.
Do you think it will get flagged for my hand?
Like the hand, baby. Okay. Come back. Come back often. Be quiet, Rebel. That's enough out of you, Rebel. Doing most excellent, SMS. Right on. How you doing, DKs? Everybody saying hello. How's your night going, Michelle? Let it be. Yeah. You know what's funny, Michelle? I realized after you sent me The Tide is High, I really don't sing the same version as Blondie does. I don't. The tide is high and I'm holding on is not what I usually say. I usually am moving on when the tide is high. I don't know. And I thought that's what she said too. Did there be a Mandela effect, or have I just said that wrong? Or my own way the whole time? I know. You make me realize a lot of things through the songs you send me, Michelle. I'm not even joking. I wish I was. Song lyrics and me, who knows? Hey, Modib. How's your night going, MJ? You used to sing it that way too fucking funny. Yeah. I still do. The tide, I thought you sent me that because you understood that the tide was high and I was moving on. And then I'm looking at the words and thinking like, whoa, she's not saying the same thing yeah, holding on. I feel you holding on. Hold on, baby. Let it go. Let it go. Let it free your body. Luba. Yeah, D. I change lyrics constantly. Me too. I make up different versions and then I don't remember the real version. Unless I really listen to it. Yeah. Sometimes people that know me or something, then I'll sing a song and I say the song actually exists, but then they don't believe me because I've made up too many songs. So one of the most easiest songs is the Witch Doctor song. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, dang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Right? People who don't know that song think you made it up because it's like, that can't exist. But it does. Oh, yeah, baby. It does exist. You know what I mean? That's funny to me. How's your afternoon, Modib? MJ. Hi, Saturnian Sun. 1831. It's 1833, the 15th, 59%. I'm going to put the dimmer down. Dim myself up a bit. I don't need to see myself so much. How's your day and your week going? It's Thursday already. Holy cripers. Holding on. You gonna get snow, MJ? Ooh, nice. We might get snow this week too, yeah, we might. Who knows? Things change in a heartbeat. SS, you say hold on or let go. It really depends on every scenario. Right? Some things you gotta hold on and some things you gotta let go. It's like so fast that, woo! Eye of the tiger fast. Tiger lily. Water lilies. Lily of the valley. Rose of Sharon. Sharon is Karen. Oh, Karen. Five and 6 is 11. Make your dreams real. Spider spirit. DCase, I'll keep holding on by Simply Red. You were belting that out this morning. Did you hear the bird at the same time? Exactly, SS. Should I stay or should I go? If I stay, there could be trouble, but if I go, there could be double. I'm really not sure sometimes. It really is just that way. So do you head into like a little bit of trouble or double trouble? Whatever. It's all just a shit show. Just react the best way possible. Have kindness. SS, Blondie was awesome. Isn't she still awesome? I'm just saying, I think she's still like alive and kicking, so I think she's still awesome, but hey, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I miss a bunch of stuff. Besides, people come and go. Right, SS? People come and go. People die, and then all of a sudden they die again 3 years later. So I'm not quite sure about Blondie. I don't follow stuff. Most excellent, Michelle. You're making me feel like all Bill and Teddy. The Clash. I actually listen to The Clash randomly a lot. London Fallen. You're gonna get Slush 2D? Shit, let me know when it happens. I'll get it like 5 hours later. Modib, it's not so much as green here yet, like SMS, but soon I'm sure. Yeah, SMS, holy shit, eh? It's so green. Wow. And that's the thing. We had rain for the first time for real in the last like 48 hours. So depending on how lawns have been taken care of and the direction of the sun, like how it's hitting, there's some places that are starting to be green. Like it's not just boom like SMS green, you know what I mean? Yet, but it's coming. And my lilac tree beside me, like the buds are this big. You know what I mean? So that's pretty big. Compared to last week, I had no clue what was going to come out of my tree. And now, you know, it's going to be lilacs. When my tree grows up, it will be lilacs. Well, it already is lilacs. It just has to come out. You know what I mean? It just has to come out. It's already there. Your buddy got a cat named Ric Flair. What kind of cat? Michelle says she's alive and still rocking. I almost said the same thing, G, that she's still awesome. Yeah, for sure. SS, so many things, good things going on in your life. So much good love to y'all. Right on, SS. Show me Sasquatch, 1837, it's 1838. We've had a lot of rain. It shows in the greenery and your daffodils too, eh? Like, I haven't even seen the first daffodil. There's purple flowers around back. Me not know what they're called. I'm gonna assume it's probably crocuses. I don't know. Purple flowers are not my usual first thing in the spring at all. So I'm not really good with flower names and stuff. It's not important to me. They're pretty and purple, kind of like this. It's a yellow cat, really fuzzy, especially the tail. Aw. Lilac takes 7 years to bloom. Oh, cool. Well, then it's been here for way more than 7, because I saw it last year when Amy lived here, and I smelled it. It was yummy. But I didn't really pay attention to it, whereas now I, like, dug all around it and, like, am a part of the tree now. The tree's a part of me. It's a whole different level of relationship I have with the lilac tree outside now than I did before. It's become my pet, my little pet. I don't touch humans, but I'm touching that tree and that dirt underneath the tree. You can be sure of that. Oh my gosh. 5 and 6 makes 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention. And then spirit joins you as your co-weaving dream weaver, co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and spirit will take 10 towards you. For the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation. Co-creation. Michelle, I love this card. I know, eh? I know. Co-creation with spirit. Ideas and resources do begin to appear out of nowhere, as if by magic, when you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention to the world of the senses, where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions, and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together. Come together. I talked about that in the stream today. Well, everything's flowing with the stream from today. Anita, hey, nonstop syncs. Yeah, I know. All the words I'm saying now, to me, is just like, whoop, I'm kind of repeating them with a different thing in front of me. Right? Pete, and repeat. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you might be considering. Writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc., etc. Now's the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, artistic, and tangible. Ooh, tangible. Tangerines. Tangible. What other tangible things? Tangible. Ooh, tangible. Gerbil. My nose is so itchy. Is there something on my nose? Who's like tickling my nose? Leave my nose alone. Ugh. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through something creative, artistic, and even tangible. JW! Dude, we totally called you. I forget if it was today or yesterday. Whoa! It's almost 6:44 Eastern Time. JW's entered the building. How are you, dude? Oh, man. I forget. I was talking about soup at one point, JW, and then it went to... Oh! Witch Moon said she was making strawberry pie, and then there you were in my eye vision. How you doing? Anita, your nose is always itchy? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Anita, it means your intuition is right on when your nose itches. So that's why my nose is always itchy. Right on. I'm spot on then, because oh my gosh. Let yourself be open to abundance. Bye, Saturnian sun. Have a good night. Be of good spirits as well. JW. How you doing? I'm going to catch up with the comments. Hang on. Anita, I was just saying we need spiders before I got on here. Good sync. Wow. Yeah. I was just telling the spiders, I really don't care where you are, where you go, but like, back away. Just kind of laying ley lines. Does that make any sense, Anita? Laying ley lines. Because where I am, there happens to be a lot of spiders. And plus, somebody keeps telling me that. So it's, you know, the imprinting is, there's a lot of spiders. So it's like, I may not care. Me gonna revel in the spiders. Revel later. But, whoosh, you know, there's non-negotiable turf, territory, terrain. And this includes all homeland and like temples, part of me. And as well as bedding and maybe a little bit beyond. Meaning surprise fucking like, oh, because you're gonna come out of that t-shirt because I didn't say my body, and then I'm gonna put the t-shirt on, you're gonna bypass that little like ley line law. No, I've like laid down the turf. It's like when I'm going for that shirt, you must whoosh, evacuate, and that's it. Lay down the law with the bugs. Michelle says, I smell pie now. DCase, I got stink bugs, plus I stink. That's a sink. Stink bugs are a sink for me. I don't have any right now, but stink bugs are a super sink. Big one. GW, you got plants everywhere and they're great friends. Yeah. You had a stink bug next to you yesterday, Anita? Dude. Anita, spiders next to you everywhere. Webs everywhere. Hey, Wild Style. Do you have huge spiders? You have a spider infestation? Oh, man. Rawr, lay down the law. Oh, that sucks. I'm all about totems and like the circle of life and but it's like there's a limit to how much, you know, certain areas and space can be shared at a certain point, and that's that. Michelle says, Wild Star said, yeah, big, huge mother's fat spiders. Ugh, they sound big to me. I can feel almost how big they are, Wild Style, just by like the energy around you writing, you know, big fat, huge fat, not even big, huge. Yeah. Stink bugs don't even stink, says Michelle. I know, eh? I think they do, though. I think their poo stinks or something. They leave like a residue of stuff behind, and if you touch the residue, then that's when you're going to stink. Oh, Anita, that makes sense. They're mainly where you go, not in your home. I didn't visualize them in your home either, sweetie. I see more like around or like certain spots for sure. Wild Style, somebody choked me. They told me they choked on a spider in their sleep. Dude, if it's big enough, why not? Weirder things have happened. Technically, we eat a lot of bugs per year, eh? Because some of them are so small that we don't, you know, calculate, but we do. I forget what the number is, but statistically, how many bugs we actually ingest. Michelle's laughing. I know, we should change the subject, right? Exactly, DK. So only if you smoosh them, they stink. So why would you smoosh them? Same with skunks. Only if you scare them do they spray. So why would you scare them? Duh. Wild Style, bugs spook me. You know what? I've worked hard on myself to not be spooked by bugs, but there's a quantity and a quality of exchange that I want with them that I just don't bypass that line very much. Meaning, I can accept to love spiders. I would even want my own tarantula, but I wouldn't want him just going wherever he wants all over me. But I wouldn't want him in a cage or like an aquarium thing either. So it's like that balance of harmony with nature needs to be like as fluid as with humans, right? Oh my God, D. Yeah, I draw the limit at being like, Bugs Life porn. I had 2 stink bugs getting it on my face. Oh my God, that's a lot, honey. You're making me read that out loud. Well, you're not making me. I have to now. I might repeat it. It's kind of funny, but not. I had 2 stink bugs getting it on my face when I was sleeping. I felt bad for smushing them. But come on. Exactly. I draw the limit to sex of bugs, interaction, and stuff like that on my face. You should put, you know what? D. Oh shit, here I go. D. To make sure to subliminally program bugs to not do it, put on in the background when you sleep on a loop, relax, don't do it when you want to go do it. And then the bugs won't want to come. When you want to come, they won't come on your face. A bug's life. Oh my gosh. What are the bugs doing when you close your eyes? What was your last thought before you went to sleep, Dee? Oh my gosh. Woo. There's gotta be some sort of like totem symbolism for that somewhere. Anybody got a dream book? In dream book, it must be described somewhere when you wake up and there's something, having fun on you. What does that symbolize? Oh man, I'm gonna lose it. I don't even know how to put my glasses back on. I'm leaking. I'm leaking. Oh, thank you, Dee. That was awesome. Frankie says relax. Exactly. Relax. Don't do it. Dee said don't do it. Shaboom, shaboom. Oh, man. Excuse me. Michelle says, boom, a tarantula is a huge sink today. Yeah, tarantulas are pretty big, Michelle. They're huge. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. I've never seen a cockroach wild style. Have you? Speaking of cockroaches, Nicholas is making pizza for dinner. Woo! What you putting on your pizza, Nicholas? Oh, what kind of pizza, Nicholas? Tempt me with food. Woo us with poetry of words that leak of the essence of flavors of your, like, artistry. Bacon? I knew there was going to be bacon. I could taste it almost. Oh, wait, it's because I ate bacon earlier. Mm-hmm. Nicholas, we don't even have an air fryer, and the kid made bacon. I swear. Oh, wow. And, yeah. She's pooping. I'm talking about bacon, and she's pooping. I'm sorry? You want me to ignore you?
No, I said true story.
Oh, true story. Yeah, Wild Style says, oh no, not bacon again. Revealing the Unknown comes in saying greetings. As I say, true story, the kid's pooping. Welcome. Welcome, sweetie. How's your day? How's your day, eh? Bacon and onions. Right on. Loves onions. Ooh, Wild Style. This is revealing dark secrets and revealing the unknown. You came in after. Michelle said, I think I had a shirt that said that. Oh, what time was it? 1852? Oh, that was just a few seconds ago, but what did it say? Because I can't remember what I was saying. You got a tarantula sink too? On a show? Right on. I would like a blue one. I forget what the names of the blue tarantula-y spiders are.
Very venomous.
But they're beautiful, the blue ones. D, sinks are everywhere. Yes. Especially in bathrooms and kitchens. But some people have a sink in their basement too, D. Some people even have outdoor sinks.
Or garage.
Modib, wake and bacon. Oh yeah, wake me up before you go. Oh shit, I want to make egg yolk jokes now. I look like an egg yolk. Hey Emoji King, how's it going? You do smell bacon? Lily Rose made some earlier. It's no joke. She totally did. For real.
It's just smelling my poo.
Okay, that's a lot. That's too much. I can't do that part. DK's OV, you guys have a nice party. I still have crap to unload from my car. Love y'all. Right on. Lily Rose is unloading crap too, but in the bathroom, not in the car. She thought I was funny. Wild style, you guys are so funny. I love your energy here. Well, I gotta keep my spirits up, right? She's either cooking bacon or telling everybody she's on the toilet. So it's just,
And it smells.
we're just going with the flow. Everybody poops. Everybody poops sometime. Somebody should redo a cover of that. Instead of everybody cries. Okay. Oh. Ignited beats. Lovely vibes. For sure. You guys are lovely. Oh, Michelle says it's a pic of a fuzzy tarantula that my friend saw at his house. He just moved from Wisconsin to Texas. Ooh, that's a mind fuck. Going from somewhere that doesn't have something to somewhere that does. For myself, you know what I mean? Like across Canada, there are places that have like rattlesnakes and other places that don't. For example, there's places that actually have cactus in Canada. So, and terrain wise, even ferns, like not even talking about like anything that's moving, but even just ferns. There's ferns in BC that'll cut your fingers right the frick show off, like on a heartbeat. Like maybe not right off, but like it's just, you might as well just take razor blades and just hack at your fingers if you're going to touch that fern the wrong way. That's just how, wow. So you got to know your terrain around here in a way too. It's not Australia like of so many things and traps of stuff. Like we don't, you know what I mean? But Emoji King, Michelle, Canham. I seen a tarantula one time, but it wasn't really there. I actually had like an interaction with a tarantula where I saw the tarantula twice. And then I specifically asked if, you know, if there comes a time that I just want to have the connection more and want to be with her, could I come over and, you know, have her go to the next step? Because being in the same house, same room, same environment as the tarantula was already big. And I ended up going back for the interaction. And the one thing I had said is like, I'm so ready, just put her on me. And I was like, could you just watch that Shishu was her name, that Shishu doesn't come into my hair. Because if she does come up here, and I had tied it, like I had made myself safer for her. But I said, if she gets in my hair, she'll get caught. And that's where there'll be an interaction that's not going to be positive for either of us. But otherwise, I said, like, shh, Like, don't stop her from here down no matter what. So I forget how long that, I just kind of stood there with her. And then, he took her off at one point and put her back in his, like, his thingy that tarantulas go into. It was so funny, Michelle, because he looked at me and his eyes were really big. And I was like, why are you looking at me like that? He's like, I've had her for 3 years and I've never done that before. And I was like, what do you mean you've never done that before? That was awesome. He's like, no, I put her on me and she's got to stay from here to here and then and blah, blah, blah. And otherwise, and you know what I mean? And he's like, she still scares the shit out of me and I haven't let her. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, it was really fun. Thank you for letting me. And I still remember one time, like years later, I saw him again and I asked, how's Shishu? How's the tarantula? And he was like, I gave her away. And I was like, oh. And just was like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you gave her to somebody else. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like when somebody has like an awesome dog and then they don't have it anymore. Hey, Lightwave Harmonics. How are you, sweetie? Emoji King. Hermit crabs have to eat too. Yeah. Don't be so crabby. Don't be so crabby if you want to eat. Michelle, oh, that's why. Sorry, that's why crab was mentioned. Excuse me, I'm behind in the comments. My ex-boyfriend, Misha. Oh, sink, boom, Misha. Had a pet tarantula. His hermit crab killed it. Yeah. Crab's gotta eat too. I get it now. Circle of life, baby. One time when I had a betta fish, it was in the bathroom and everything was fine and the betta was beautiful and everything was fine. And then one day I went and the betta wasn't there and I was like, what the heck? And I thought, like, Sam was about 8. So that means Amy was about 5. So at first I just thought, like the kids did something, maybe, right? And then I thought that the fish jumped and, exited and then disappeared. But then I realized that the cat got it. Someone had left the top off or something, whatever. And the cat just, basically ate the betta in one shot. So there was no, like, evidence, little fins laying around or anything. But, yeah. Circle of life can happen fast in a household, eh? Not sure what you mean, Michelle. You do the fingers to your eyes thing when you make eye contact. I'm not sure what you mean, sweetie. You doing okay, Harmonics? Right on, sweetie. Modim, I don't keep bettas in the toilet. I learned that lesson. You'd have to have like a different type of just tank right there, right? That would be so cool, eh? Imagine, MJ, you got a different kind of tank right here that can hold the betta. But then when somebody like that you don't know goes to your bathroom or in a restaurant, can you imagine? This would be awesome. I would do this in my restaurant. I just don't have a restaurant anymore. But imagine a tank that's got the betta. And then when people go to the bathroom, they're not sure when they flush the toilet what's going to happen. So some people would be so scared to flush the toilet that it would actually save on water. There would be less water consumption with, like, if you, what's the thing? If you, if it's yellow, don't let it mellow. And if it's brown, it goes down or something. Imagine. Wow. I could just picture, MJ. People are like so like, oh my gosh. Somebody would actually poo, then dig their poo out and stick it in like the garbage so that nobody would realize they pooed without flushing the toilet. That's how weird people are, believe me. I know. I've had a public bathroom and cleaned a lot of public bathrooms in my life through having restaurants and stuff. So it's like people do whacked out shit in bathrooms. Oh my God. Women are the worst. I hate to insult y'all, but women are the worst. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Technically speaking, what I've had to scrub. Just saying. Just saying. Cinderella, Cinderella. All I hear is Cinderella. Oh, right on, Lightwave. Same here. It's raining. I just got the tent up. Eli and I are camping. Waiting the storm out now. Glad you're all here. All right on. Hey, Eli. What's the closest thing around you, Lightwave, that you see right now that's kind of sinking with us? Have you seen any dragonflies yet? They're not out for me, but Elf herself said she saw dragonflies. Yeah, I do that, Michelle. When you're talking to someone and you point to your own eyes and then the other person's eyes, then back to your own, like, I get it, I see you, yeah. Michelle, did you do that to the spider on you? The I see you? Yeah, I do that to exterior stuff of myself a lot. I wrote, they call me Mellow Yellow in a sync chat room last night. Aw, nice. You're by a little river and some birds. Right on, Kiki. Thank you. Boom. Aw, Michelle, thank you. I second and third that. Hi, Shan Camp. How you doing? How's everything going? Yeah. Michelle says, emoji, say hello to Michelle, double L for us. Tell her we say hello and love her. Me too, me too. 3 hawks, some crows, and robins, Lightwave. Right on. The robins are still in nesting stage here where just, it's basically, I have like the jungle sound of it with the, it's construction time. There's no other words for it. You hear the birds? They're even like second shout that out. Yeah, it's construction time. They're coming through with, every bird is coming through with something at some point in their beaks. That's it. Doesn't matter how big they are and what kind, like at some point, everything is in like construction mode. Michelle, I need to be outside every day. Yeah, same. You doing good, Shan Camp? Yeah, me doing really good. You know what's cool about you coming in and the CAMP again? That camp. You always get me with that camp. At first it was Campbell, that day of sync. But the last sync, or one of the last syncs in the last 20 minutes to half hour before I came in the live stream was Rock Voisin. He's Acadian, so from Eastern Canada, Canadian singer-songwriter, and I don't know what else he does, but Rock Voisin. And the video that I looked at, I went and looked at more, and it was Shetty Camp. And Shetty Camp in Cape Breton, Canada, happens to be somewhere that I was at a certain timeline in 2019, where I have like syncs of stuff that I gathered there and have from there. And one of the yeah, just like it's so synced. So it's really cool the way you tend to like come in and comment at the same time that I'm, the last time you had come in, it was when I had seen a truck with the camp, and then you were here a little bit later. Nice to feel you. Yeah, Lightwave, 3 Michelles. Yeah, your last name's Camp with a P, Campbell. I always get mixed up. Bravery is a Campbell as well, and have to ask. Should I read her again? Like, I feel like I'm reading her every day because I am. Should I read it all? Hey, Kelly Ryan O'Brien, Bells, Bells, capitals for sure. The Campbells, the Michelles, right? L. The family of E in there, the double L's. Maudib, good one. Yuck, camp pants. Boom. Yeah, camp pants for sure. Good one. Right on. Lightwave says, well, I'm camping. Well, it's kind of glamping, but that doesn't matter. That's just a word. You know what glamping is? It's experienced campers, how it feels. It doesn't feel hard to go camping when you know what you're doing. So, glamping, whatever. Kelly. Here too. Kel. Yeah, Kel. Yeah. We loves you, Kelly. Michelle says, Belle is one of my YouTube nicknames. Michelle's. Yeah. Michelle's. Because of Michelle and my Belle. Yeah. Sometimes too, the more I understand from a higher perspective why I was guided and why I chose to use Genevieve as the significant first thing that people see, of my channel and of me, even though it's Michelle Genevieve, my name. There's a difference to certain things with the syllables. There really is. And that I've tested, it's solid. The syllables and just what people resonate with inside the fractals of self with the syllables. So how someone actually chooses to use my name with the Michelle Genevieve when offered is significant of just a lot of stuff. Right, Kelly? The way that somebody will just automatically assume and call you Kel. And you never met them, and the way that they say Kel comes out where nobody would ever say that, or the certain thing that nobody ever really says of the rhyme of your name, and then one person all of a sudden says it. When people see a sync within a sync of your name, Kelly, that you never saw before, when you are already the word nerd that has gone deep within your own name and other people's. So when someone sees a sync and something bigger in your name that you never even noticed before because of the other language that we have or just our perception, right? So it's so big sometimes. Yeah, a word nerd and you write it with Y's. I love that you do that with the Y's, Kelly. Word nerd with the Y's. I'm going to screenshot that. I think I'm going to draw that sometime. You get it, Asian Camp? Yeah. It is pure bliss, when that happens. Because first of all, it's pure bliss because if you are, you know what I mean? If somebody can knock me of whoa, of something, it means that they get it. So there's always more, right? When you meet word wizards and kind of interact with people, then the flow. Cannabear, when he came into my reality, it was, I don't know. I'm not good with timelines sometimes. It was the spring of last year, I guess it would be, yeah. But Cannabear, when he came into my reality, and the way that the flow of him when he did choose to do certain videos with his tone, you know what I mean, with his tone, and his comments and his word play and just his word association of stuff. At one point, Kelly, I was just like, dude, you were like the Jim Morrison of words right now. activating the word nerd in me because nobody really word plays enough around. And then it's just coming from like these random comments where it's just like, oh, yes, like muse me up. I can wordplay by myself, like my whole life, right? But when you can find that, oh man, so cool. Michelle, oui. Linguistic mystics. Ooh, I like that. LM. Linguistic mystics. Yeah, that's why too. I forget. Everything's just like so accelerated right now, Kelly, that sometimes I think something happened yesterday, but it was a month ago type of thing. Like it's going so fast. But that's why I had sent you Mickey um in the last couple weeks or so. And I forget who else that I'm not waiting till you find them in your reality. I'm sending them right to you because the activation of the rhyme and flow of how Mickey is, just blows me away. And I thought it would resonate with you, right? That it is a mystical thing, and the more I find stimulation, I'll pass it on because it is, not everybody flows yet. So it's nice when people do. Jack. Love the name Jack. Speaking of Jack, thinking of Trace B. I think there's just me and Michelle Canham Free, or Michelle Canham Free and I. But Emoji King's sister. Mickey Hood, I think, is the channel name. Muad'Dib, are you still here? Is Mickey's channel name Mickey Hood, H-O-O-D? I forget. I'm not that. Sometimes I can't remember. I got like random hairs. It is. Yeah, Hood, H-O-O-D. I don't know. It was in the last little while. It wasn't very long ago, Kelly. There is a pleasure in words, Emoji King, and I don't like to go towards negative connotations of stuff. I'd rather use the word and word play and enjoy that it's here and that we still use that. We don't even need the words. That's a collective choice for people to use them. So we might as well use them and have fun with them while we have them. Right? Why not? Muad'Dib. I think Mickey Hood changed his online name. It's possible, Muad'Dib. I know I was looking earlier to see if there was any vids because he did have a certain rhythm of a flow of stuff coming up. But I didn't see anything with his specific name. And it's hard to find vids sometimes now and all the jumble of not being subbed. That's okay. He'll pop up when he pops up. Kelly Ryan O'Brien. It really fucks me up when people change names on YouTube. Same here. Sometimes it's just meant to be. That's the way I see it in a way. If I miss stuff. Like especially when Tom changed his name, right? He changed his name from like whatever he had changed it from to Juice from the Sky. Like legit. It was nice of him to kind of warn a few of us ahead of time that he was doing that. I think if I remember correctly, I don't know, Alex, are you here right now? Is Alex here? I think he did it live while we were here doing a live stream. At the beginning, he was saying, I'm going to change my name. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it to. And we kind of encouraged him to like break free and choose what he wanted. And then he came in as fucking Juice from the Sky all of a sudden. And he's kept it for 4 or 5 months. So he's liking being juicy on some level. You don't know. Right? Oh. And that's the thing. Tom's last name is like the coolest, like, flat earth last name of the whole wide world. Right? And he puts juice from the sky. That cracks me up so much. Call me when you have bacon. It's in the kitchen. I'm not going to get bacon. Michelle, you only know juice as juice? I know juice from, like, yeah, before, when he was, like, just, you know, just Tom Flatman, you know what I mean? He wasn't so juicy. I can't even remember the names in between he's chosen. Because he's Tom, right? I say that in the best way. I thought you said juice. Juice. No, like a juice box here, like this. This is the emoji I like using for Tom. Where's the freaking juice box when I need it? Here. That's Tom, like a juice box juice. Juicy Lucy. Yeah. Prayer closet. Loves you, Kiki. Excuse me. You GBBG? Do delicious? Are you good? Okay. 1920 Eastern time. I thought you said juice. Gotta get more coffee. I'm gonna read this. I think I'm gonna get a coffee and just like. 3 and 8 is 11. 5 and 6 is 11. I don't think I've had Artemis come out every day sustained for like so long, like ever. Is that Jansu? Well, I see. It is Jansu. See, me not even have my glasses on, Jansu, and me knew it was you. Ah! There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 10 lines of emojis. How long have you been sitting there, like, pressing on the emoji button? Or do you have, like, a copy and paste, like, yellow emojis everywhere? You're the best. I love you, sweetie. How's everything going? 1921. Yeah, Artemis. Temis. Okay. One of them is different, MJ? Oh my gosh. I can't find it. Are you fucking with me, MJ? Is there really one that's different or not? Michelle says I'm looking. I'm looking too. I'm looking too. You did. You made me look, eh? Good one. Good one, because I'm not the only one. Michelle says me either. Me got punked. Good one, MJ. Rawr. That was awesome. Don't be sorry. That was awesome. Good one. Someday, me get you back for that. In the bestest way. That was epic. I would swear, I had already screenshot it, right? Because I want to keep it, because like I'm just that cheesy. I don't even look back at my screenshots, but now it's in my stuff. But I was gonna go and like close it up, but then I was like, no, I have to find it. If you had not written it out right away and said, no, look a little harder, I would have. That's how much I believed you on the first try. Good one. Jansu, oh my God, I love you. Jansu says, even I was looking. Boom. Good one, MJ. Oh, man. Seriously. Who else is looking? There's people who don't even comment, who are sitting there peeing their pants because they were looking too. They actually screenshot it. Somebody who never comments actually printed it and is looking at it now still. I'm just joking. I love you too, Jansu. Oh my gosh, that was the best, you guys. Oh. Lightwave says, oh no, Eli's crying because I'm winning at checkers. Aw, that's sweet, but I don't fall for children crying. Me sorry, Lightwave, but yeah, he's gonna lose sometimes. He's gonna lose. I don't try to rub it in when they're crying, but at some point, if I start crying every time my kids beat me at cards, once they're good at it, then I'm gonna be crying a lot. Lily Rose kicks my butt most of the time. So really,
be hurting.
we would play Go Fish, and I'll be sitting there in a puddle all the time, and there'll be like cards just floating everywhere because I'm crying. So
yeah, and
if you must,
would hurt.
Hey,
I would be kicking it a lot.
Hey Kiki, if you must, you're gonna have to start crying too, just to show how it feels. Not in a bad way, but oh, Modib. Michelle says, as soon as I started looking, I was like, I bet this is a gag, but I kept looking. Oh, you're good, Michelle, because I was just looking. I was really wondering what that extra one was.
Looking?
If you scroll in the comments of my box, there's a spot where Jansu came in, and there's just a line of emojis kissing, I think it is. And then somebody said there's one different in all of those, so we were looking for it. But I scan read, right? And I like words and stuff. If I'm reading a book, I don't always read the book. I just kind of scan it, right?
Yeah.
Even an article, I'll just kind of scan it because I'm grabbing what's important. So I was like in like ultra scan mode, not even thinking.
There is a different
I just wanted to find it first, to be honest. Not in a competitive way, but that's how my eyes are.
There is a different one in there.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm kidding.
I know, Michelle. I love that we're doing it all, that thing at the same time. Yeah. It's cool, eh? It's like the same as when I say words or we flow a card and then you guys are making the same food or doing the same thing. It's one of the reasons I like bringing up food. It's not to be controversial because people do or don't eat things. It's because within who comes in, if I'm talking about tomatoes and we're, talking about a tomato sandwich or growing tomatoes even, right? Because there's many different ways to talk about tomatoes, but somebody's doing that and having that as well, especially starting now and even just a bit before. You know, we got some serious growers growing stuff, so there's a lot of fruit talk or veggie talk on some level. And when you walk into a stream and somebody's talking about stuff, how that feels, eh, Michelle? It's cool. It really is. It brings us closer together in a way that it's
Find the difference in my comment. I swear there is.
okay. Don't put many though, please.
I can't even
It's
look
like
at
I
it.
think it was Witch Moon who said like she hadn't really. Who was it? I think it was Witch Moon, but she loves tomatoes, but she wasn't eating and making tomato sandwiches per se. And then we kind of talked about that, and then that ended up being her like happy thought and craving and yummy garden stuff all summer, right? Or one time I asked SS, I said, "What are you eating?" And the fact that he was having soup with grilled cheese was like, oh man, I haven't made a grilled cheese in so long. And it's like, me loves cheese. So me on it, right? It's cool. I like that feeling.
Find the difference. There's one that is different.
Michelle, I'm going to be here, but Josh is calling. All right on. Lightwave, I'm so happy you're all here. Me too. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to do a night stream and just see what happens to get the opposing like timelines of when people can be here compared to not during the day, right?
Do you see the difference?
Yeah, Michelle, it does bring us closer together. I can't see your comment yet, Lily Rose.
Oh.
It's not appearing for me.
There's like 1,000 comments after it too.
Okay, well, I can't find it, honey. Jansu, I love tomato soup. Same here. And making a tomato soup like takes like fresh instead of like just a can, literally only takes a little bit of time. It's so yummy. Now I want tomato soup. Like shoot. Emoji King, plants keep me sane. D, you made fajitas tonight? You're still unloading the car? Dude. Oh my gosh. Giving you all those balls took a lot of, you did a lot of stuff today, eh? DKs? All that rabbit ball energy gave you like motivation. You must have got a lot of shit done if you're like still unloading the car. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yeah, Madib, I was thinking that too. Yum. Now I'm hungry. Really, Lightwave? Wow. Lily was the name or a name that Eli would have been if he was a girl. Lily. Whoa, that's so cool. You know what Samuel's name would have been if he was a girl? I shit you not. You ready? Wait, hang on. Guess. Samuel. It's so messed up. Especially the now of the knowing of like, the two names of the kids. Samuel would have been Melina, Melina, Melina. That's what Samuel would have been. And Amy was going to be a Megan up until, you know what I mean? Like, until I saw her, and then it was like, boom, she's Amy, she's not Megan. But she would have been Carlos. Yeah. No matter what. Excuse me. DK says, my Samuel was almost an Oliver. Ooh, I love Oliver as a name. Olivier. Olivier sounds good in French and English, so it's a cool flow name. Dude. Wilco. Boom. How are you? 19:33 Eastern Time, says 7 in the chat, 44% battery. How are you? Got some free time, so you popped in to say hi? Right on. How's things going? I saw you had a vid up the other day and I like pressed on it and went in and then squirreled away, so it's still in my watch later. I'm not sure what timeline it was in, like how many days or weeks. Everything's going so fast, dude. I literally feel like I'm in this like weird timeline where I'm taking the garbage out like every day, but it's actually once a week. That's just how, right? It's that 3D stuff in between that makes me realize that everything is just not like in between, if that makes any sense at all. And it's in the best way. Hey, David Castle, greetings and favor to you too. Kaylin would have been Miley, Mylee, if he was a girl. I like that spelling, Miley, Lee. Oh, right on. Well, that's why then I never got back to it. It's gone. They deleted my video and banned me for 2 weeks. Wow. Welcome to the club, eh, dude? Show Me Sasquatch just got his 2 weeks back today. Going against the narrative. Yes. Well, on a positive note, it gives you time off to come into the streams and do other things if you can't upload stuff on your own. Come see us and play for a while, eh? DK says, Wilco, I've been there. Been there, done that, not wearing a YouTube t-shirt, right? Or are you? Been there, done that, not wearing a YouTube t-shirt. I think I'm funny. Yeah, DK's fast forwarding, Vive. I know the feeling. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I had a YouTube thing happen as well where I didn't get an official strike that's going to stay in my stuff, but I forget now how many days it was where all of a sudden I did something like show my kid on the screen and then got banned for like, didn't even know how long it was going to be. But in between the stuff that I did, because my focus couldn't just go do a live stream or couldn't just do certain things in the moment, I was still able to upload vids. But just whatever it's redirecting you to, especially these 2 weeks, like, you know what I mean? It's like the last 2 weeks of April into May. So it's kind of like cool in a way of just sometimes you put enough stuff out there where like it'll just fix itself and just come back when it's time. I don't know. It's so beautiful. Boom. It's so beautiful everywhere right now too, to just like be focusing on other stuff. Aw, Jansu, they said that Kaylin, it was sure Kaylin was 90% a boy, and I couldn't believe it until they were 100% sure. You wanted a girl so bad. Oh yeah. When I was having Samuel, I was scared shootless. I did not want a girl at all. I was not ready for that kind of stuff. And so, anyway, Sam was first. And then with Amy and Lily Rose, I just knew it was girls. Whether anybody would have said that it was or not, I just knew. Didn't matter. I knew by the way that I felt. I had already lived one pregnancy and how Samuel made me feel. So the things that were different just made it so solid. The knowing of self more as well through different ones, but it's not lit. I should read the Endless Possibilities one, eh, before I grab another card. I would be full circling that. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah, Wilco. Julie were the L of Michelle and the Kel of Kelly and the Bell are words that I've been on for. Anyways, I see 144 on my screen. That we had brought in earlier. The Samuel. Yeah, it was important to me. Samuel was named. That was not. And then the Melina would have had the L in it as well if Samuel would have been the feminine. The Mel of Melina. It's hard for me because Melina is not the way I would have pronounced it often. And it's one of the reasons I didn't act towards wanting it for Amy's name. I wanted her name to be like just straight up, easy to say, English.
Amen.
Yeah, Madib, it's 1939 Eastern Time. It won't be dark for another hour-ish, but it is very twilighty right now. Plus, for us right now, it was rainy.
Yeah,
it's been a day of...
It's 7:39, so...
Yeah. So, around 8:15, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's very cloudy right now. It's very, I don't know, it's purple, very purple to me. It's very twilighty purple. Jansu, I have my little SMA though, my Yorkie poo dog. I gave her a haircut on Tuesday and she gave me a dirty look. You got a mountain in front of you? Madib, or sort of rain, like where it's just like boom, cuts off. 7:30 sharp, the sun sets here and it's 5:40 now. You got 2 hours difference? Yeah. I remember when I got to BC in 2010, and at one point it was a certain time and someone said to me, let's go. Let's go chase sunset. We're going to go at a certain spot. I want to be at this certain spot for your first sunset and and I was like, but like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? It's so early. What are we chasing sunset for? We got hours to go. But I had forgot that with the mountains, the way that it was, like, you know, there's like hours where the sun is still there, but we can't see it anymore because we're in the valley in the Fraser Valley. He likes valleys. 38. You sent me the picture, Jansu? SMA, what do you look like, dude? Oh, I don't think that's a dirty look. That looks kind of satisfied. Not probably, right? She looks awesome. I'm not so confident about cutting hair. I'm not the best hair cutter. Like for balance and like, I'm not good at doing two things equal. I always do two things differently. When I do beadwork, I don't do like stuff that's the same. You know, like that. It's twilighty purple for you as well. You get it in Boston? Yeah, me too. Emoji. I'm with Michelle, Barclay, Buddy, Sophia, and Bella. Dog, dog, dog. Cat. Hi, Michelle. Barclay, Buddy. That's a lot of action. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself. Looks awesome, sweetie. You may not think that was a dirty look. I know what a dirty look is. I've been butchered with my hair often. 1944 coming in. Endless possibilities. 3 and 8. 3 and 8 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Unlimited potential. Moving beyond limiting beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past. using your awareness to discern what is possible, having the courage to leap beyond even that. Bonjour, Priscille. Comment ça va, bébé chat? Rar. Nice to see you. You look at the world through the lens of your life experience, personality, and conditioning. And that filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation and finite ranges of options. When your expectation, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what's truly available to you. Today, ask yourself, what do you believe? What do you actually believe? Are there limitless possibilities and outcomes to align your energy with? Who makes you believe that things are limitless, right? Do you let yourself attract yourself and be with people who make you and empower you to believe that? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? And are you willing to actually act on that knowledge? Action, right? Louder than words. As you believe, so it will be for you, as your energy will attract and match it in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your actual true self. This is the nature of your dynamic, of your relationship with the divine. Today, stand with arms wide open, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. I don't know. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago. Boom. That's what earlier today, right? Some things have never been drawn and done and said and manifested before. It's no man's land. We're writing the maps. You're working past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and towards what will be. You are more than you were. And now what is it that you actually want? Because the treasure is yours. You just have to believe in it. Michelle, I am free. Yeah, right. I'm serious. You just married Josh to have the last name so you could be like Michelle Canham free. Joshua free. I swear. My cousin married a Hope. We have Hope in our family now just because my cousin married an American. Shit you not. He's from Washington. Oh yeah, we have Hope in our family. Ça va mieux? Good, Priscille. So much going on. How are things going with your project and stuff? Are you finding that doors are opening, you know what I mean? Like freely, or is there resistance? Priscille. Michelle Lee, Canham free. Yeah. That's me. Pinky Lee. Yeah, oh nice. Doug Stacks. Yep. Doug Stacks' wife is Hope. Yes. Pinky Lee, why is that a sink? For me, I believe one of the original expressions of Pinky Lee is from Greece. Pinky Lee, and it's in a couple Stephen King books specifically. I forget which ones, but and it's a thing that I always said since I was little. Pinky Lee, no matter what. Pinky Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, oh Mr. Lee. I sent you that the other day, eh, Michelle? I love that song. Priscilla, I'm at the point where I need to gather real information from the parents, my future clients, to target the main problems, needs, and aspirations for the family, for the business plan. Have you found people to be, I guess, I'm not sure what the word would be, but witness or to play those parts? You think your dad called you Pinky Lee occasionally? Maybe, eh? That would make sense. It's weird how there's a lot of stuff of your dad that comes through me, eh, Michelle? A lot. To get the funding and collaboration from the programs and organizations, gouvernement, partnerships, because they want to be free for everyone. Yeah, definitely use all the resources that are out there. There's so much stuff out there, especially now with all the different stuff coming through for other things. It's a panoply of the right time when you're so inclined and you have the projects to go for stuff, like in Canada anyways. I don't know about other places. I'm in Canada. I wanted to be part of the services offered by the healthcare system for free. And I love that that's what your purpose and mission is, Priscilla, because a lot of people are axing towards like, let's just get the heck out of the system, and that's not where everybody is meant to be at, right? So that's the thing. We all have our different mandates of what our mission and our purpose is. And for you, especially where you are location-wise, the Montreal Basin needs this. I mean, unless we're going to do a collective shift, which doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. You know what I mean? Things do have to fall into place a certain way, and it can't be all rainbows and unicorns, flat earth, and urine therapy. So I love that you're using all the resources that are in place. You know what I mean? Because I believe that it can happen fast now because it's all there, right? You just have to fill in the forms and put them in the right place. And the more confident you are when you do that, of like, this is so meant to happen, that the forms are going right where they need, when they need to go, and they're like everything's coming back. Like, amplify it, Priscilla, that everything that you think in your business plan is supposed to take a certain amount of time is the logical business plan that you're doing, but also amplified of things happen fast. Funding can happen fast. Things come out of the blue. Services are needed for people and children like right now. There's such a backlog of stuff that the newness, the radicalness of healers in action is what's going to be the ripple effect of helping people come to awareness and awakening without preaching it and bringing it outside of society, but by just boom, we're all in, here we go, right? And I totally resonate with that. I thought that's what part of my mandate was last year when I implicated myself with certain things in the system with children. And then I was taken out of that timeline for myself, right? But I completely understand and see why it needs to just like boom, boom, boom happen. I was speaking to somebody who works in the school system right now. around me, for real, boots on the ground. And I said, I was like, what's up? Why did they make a March break? Why didn't they just cancel it? And she looked at me and she says, because the children are going nuts, honey. The children need a break. It doesn't matter if they have school or if they don't have school, if 1 week they had school, 1 week they didn't, and then there was lockdown and then there wasn't lockdown. They are like, whoosh, they need that break. And it doesn't matter if it brings a whole ripple effect of a whole other month of lockdown for everything. It's not funny anymore. Adults are thinking about just what's going on for them, and nobody's bringing in services for children. Nobody. So good. I'm so proud of you, Placid. I'm so proud of you. Like, seriously. I love you. Exactly. We are the ones who are changing the world. Exactly. We all have different mandates and purposes within of that thing. And when people have a drive right now, like, encourage. Why? Because through our 3D reality, the encouragement isn't there. So when people like Priscille go into places and talk about their stuff, just encourage, please. We need for things to accelerate for certain things. It doesn't matter even how strong I am as who I am and my awareness on different levels of what's going on collectively. Things have to accelerate and pivot into a different timeline. I just can't keep going of forgive, they know not what they do, and all the different things that keep me hanging on. Things have to pivot, and that's the same with the collective, everything. So the manifesting, the making the projects happen. Yeah, Michelle. Yes, G, you're right. So much with Noel comes through you. It's interesting. Yeah. Ultimately empowering and creating self-sufficient humans. Exactly, Priscille. And the ripple effect of having something like boom come into play. People have access to happy children who are safe during the day in something that's asked for them, or whenever the timelines are that they're there, and the support that any parent can get is a ripple effect for a whole community. One supported mom or dad or family unit right now is a ripple effect for everyone in their surrounding, right? Exactly, Priscille. Sometimes it gets really overwhelming and I can't think about the how. I just have to know it's already there. Exactly. And that's the difference between that's the hard part, what you're balancing versus other people. Like, I'll give you the example. There's certain people who are bringing certain community and healing centers into play, but it's completely spiritually based and completely about rewiring things. Whereas you're immersing yourself in all the timelines, right? You have your you that's all inner as above, so below, that you feel and but you're implicating yourself to bring forth others. And that's really big because it's hard to balance the two, right? It really is. And I feel you, sweetie. I'm totally insecure, but I'm trying. Thanks for writing that out like that. First of all, it purges it. Good. It's okay to be insecure, sweetie. It's okay. And just keep doing it. Faking it till you're making it, because it's real what you're going towards, and it's new. So as well, what I was talking about earlier is you are allowed to manifest the timelines of, if you're supposed to bring something to a specific building, to ask, to pave the way before you go, that you're going to have the parking spot, that you're going to have the interaction, that you're going to have the best people. I pave ways for timelines for other people. So when somebody comes in a stream and says, I'm going to a certain appointment, or I'm doing something in a week, or I'm going somewhere for this in a certain timeline, inside of me, I'm already paving the way, asking that if it's for the greater good of the all, that whoever's working that day is on the frequency of that person going in. So meaning I can't bend a timeline and say like it has to happen this way, but I can set intention and pave the way. If somebody's already doing it on their own, I'm amplifying it. So what I do for myself, I do for others as well. I don't just, amplify and make my timeline smoother. I do that for everybody else as a ripple effect all the time as well. It's like when someone specifically went to rehab, I had 4 days to wish inside of me that, you know what? If somebody hates their job right now and doesn't want to be here, then that's when their timeline is supposed to kick in, that all of a sudden they're taking 2 weeks off. Why? Because the person going in there, I'm allowed to wish that. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I'm allowed to wish that they have like all the best employees on site and kind of send towards that place of like, if you're in resistance and you're supposed to be on a break, could you please fucking take it now to not fuck with my dude? Right? Don't go be the nurse that goes to work. If you can't do it, could you please take the time off and send that out? But I send that out collectively all the time, right? If people stop doing what they don't want to do and when they're not meant to be doing, it helps us shift along. So, does that make sense? Listen, yes, I'm up to date. It's wild how things unfold all by itself as soon as I jumped into the void and gave it a shot. Thanks for saying that out loud. Well, I said it out loud. You wrote it. Itchy nose. I just read cards earlier that's what it says, right? Once you take one step, the spider for co-creating. Once you take one step, the universe will bring forth 10 more. So within the 10 things that come back as whatever it is, and 10, it could be more, it could be less, whatever. But when the other things are coming back, they're giving you the directive of what's the next thing you're going to do calmly, because you're not planning it, you're not making it happen, you're just flowing towards it, because as the 10 steps of the universe comes towards you, it's guiding you towards your next steps. So, you know what I mean? It's a free flow. It is a stream. It does flow. And you'll find, Priscille, I'm not sure if you've noticed it yet, but you'll find if you fall into fear and you really have that day where you have fear sustained for a certain timeline, then all of a sudden, you can't find the pen, you can't this. But then as soon as you just sit down and just breathe and get back to center, then boom, the flow starts again. If you let in fear, then all of a sudden things that were flowing really fast slow down because you're thinking too much and doubting. So it's okay, the insecure feeling we have, but once fear comes into play, it changes it. Being scared of doing stuff and being scared and doing it anyway is fine. It's when you start making up the stories of why you're scared and, making up all this stuff in your head. Because feeling scared, just, okay, yeah, just do it. Just do it anyway. Yeah, no, Priscilla, I need to bring new knowledge to already broken families who are on the edge. Exactly, sweetie. That's a big mandate, honey. Priscilla, I will get the help. I'm calling on all the perfect and most efficient humans to come into my field so I can get it on. Exactly. I love that. To come into your field for cooperation. Exactly. I feel it, sweetie. Priscilla, the universe got our backs. Got the full body chills as you said that. Yeah. Nicholas, okay. Jalapeno. Bacon with pepper jack. And cheddar and homemade thick tomato sauce. Oh my gosh, that sounds delish. That sounds yummy, Nicholas. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Priscilla. Magic is here. I see it and I live it every day. So why not? Why wouldn't we be able to have the miracle that's supposed to be impossible? Booyah. And have it fast, really, right? And that's the thing is that's why we're all in different like awareness and certain things. So you know when people do know what they want to do and they're at it, it's like boom. You know what I mean? Like just I'm amplifying because every single thing that like just it's I see it. I really do. And the plane. Yeah. Priscilla says magic is instant, quantum. Yeah. It is. Michelle says, now I'm hungry. I know, eh, sweetie? Oh, man. I pulled a butterfly earlier. Oh, wow, another 11. I didn't even notice. That's triple 11s. Triple 11. Ah! You scared me. Hi.
Oops. Sorry, I saw you called as soon as I left to get my rent. What did you say?
Do you have any like tortilla rolls?
No.
Okay, do you have any milk?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Not much help. I gave it to Joe.
Okay, good.
What are you doing? Nothing, just waiting. When are you gonna make it? Are you gonna share? I might just reheat the leftover pasta. Okay, I gotta finish doing what I'm doing. I just wanted to see what was up with Lily.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
Okay, goodbye.
Love you. Thanks for scaring me. I swear. Transformation is beautiful. Oh, yeah. It is. Yeah, Michelle jump scare. I mean, not expect the door behind me to just open, right? And at this point, she probably didn't shut the door properly, so it's just gonna sway in the wind any minute. I should go check it. Mark my words. Mark my words. It's coming. Priscilla, huge push and pull with the energies, but this creates friction and more potent energies. We are masters. We can flow from all archetypes, from Lilith to Mother to Mary in an instant. Wow, I love that you wrote that. Thank you. Yes, from Lilith to Mother to Mary in an instant. And that's why the importance of knowing self and using the aspects, archetypes, the parts that are for the greater good of the all. There's a whole other level of using, flowing through archetypes and using certain characteristics as an excuse to enable certain things, as such as programming. 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Joy in the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit splutters. Splutters? Splutters. Flutters before you. Oh, shit. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self indeed. You will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself seriously, and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day of joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that's everywhere and everyone, including you. I'm going to read the protection message. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or as dramatic as things might seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant, and when you resist it, you create tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgot the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons as nature dictates. You're being faced with a choice right now. You can keep struggling with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that's calling to your life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender does soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of creativity. These are the keys to tuning into the infinite potential available to you right now. Enlightenment is being the all without getting all caught up, getting better at it. No shame, no blame, self-love. Yeah, Priscille. Michelle, Nate just screamed at the top of his lungs and long in my face. My ears are both ringing now. Yeah, I get it, honey. It's like as if the ears weren't sensitive enough, eh? I wonder to what point sometimes that meant to be thing of the ear, the activation of it, right? I'm just gonna go and make sure the door's shut. I think I can hear it moving. It's bugging me. I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap up that stream, maybe have a cigarette, and then pull a couple cards and then wrap it up. Figure something to eat or something.
You just said wrap up the stream, have a cigarette, and then.
Okay,
open up the cards.
I did. Oh, there's the other stuff I was looking for earlier. I know, eh, Michelle? I know. That's the thing is, your ears are already sensitive as it is. I hear ya. I do. It's like, It's so. Yeah, and that's the thing, Michelle. Thanks for specifying. He's happy. That's the thing, right? He's happy. So the tone of that as well, it's like, boom, like right here. Sweetie, there's times, I don't know how you do it, honey, in the sense that there's times where Lily, after, especially after certain times or just wherever, sometimes I'm so sensitive that even if she's talking like not loud, as soon as it just like one little more, I can't. So Priscille, t'es sensible all over. Sometimes feel like I'm going to implode. Yeah, that's just it. The sensitivity is as above, so below. And the more that the veil's thin, it's about learning how to flow with it, right? So when you hear everything and then the outside stuff that you can't control, how to not react to it, right? Like it's so sensitive that it's mind blowing. Okay. I'm gonna pull a card. I think it's gonna be a goddess. Yes, it is. And then I'm gonna be done. You still here, Modib? Yeah, I need to flow different. I can't just keep talking to myself and look at myself. It's just like, I'm just getting old today. It's just getting old. Is that you, Matrix Man? It is. How you doing? How's everything going? Boom. Isis, Rebirth, 2 and 4. 2 and 4 is 6. You're back? He was on the phone with your mom? Right on. Shaw, now I look at this point, now I laugh. It hurts, but he's so exuberant. I know, I get it, yeah. Yeah, Michelle says I used to tell Nick, oh my nose, man. I used to not tell Nick to use his inside voice. Yeah. Michelle, I'm heading out for a walk with Nate in the Jeep wagon, taking y'all with us. Right on 717 for you. It's 18. It's 818. Isis, Rebirth. Okay. My birthday, as you read the comment about laughing at the screams. Yeah. Isis, rebirth. The process of a soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth is the theme recurrent in the stories of the Egyptian goddess Isis, and one that she invites you to address now. This is a powerful moment to see some of what you thought you'd lost go through the process of regeneration to live again.
Do you want me to make the pasta you're gonna make?
No, honey. Give me a second. Like magic, the pieces of you that were considered lost in old wounds and stories are ready to be reclaimed in healthier, more mature version of yourself. Where you were hopeless, now there is hope. Boom, there's that hope, eh, Michelle? Doug Stack. Where you lost faith, you had the capacity for even more faith now. And where there was inequity and injustice, now you see better ways. Where you felt once abandoned, now you choose yourself. You are ready to face those parts of yourself and to gather them together as you step into a newer, more powerful version of yourself, your work, your relationships, and your creativity. Have courage. Let go of the blame and claim your accountability, and then just co-create something better. That's it. You can do this. You have the key. Use it. Beautiful card for sure. She flows into Artemis. Wish you guys a super good night. I'm gonna bounce and that's it. That's all she wrote. 2020 Eastern Time.